All right, we took a much needed hiatus from Darkest Dungeon 2, and now we are returning to hopefully to some people's delight. So we're gonna continue our current expedition, just see where we're at.
Success so long pursued.
Okay, so it definitely wasn't our wipe that was our last run, because Wayne is prattling on about success. So we got that going for us. But yeah, we definitely have, I think, 5 heroes to rebuild at the moment.
We travel through the incalculable dimensions.
So we're gonna need to figure out who they are. We have heroes who have memories that can be equipped.
These are beaten, broken souls.
That lives in the Timeless Woods. So we took out this team and downed the lungs with it. So let's see what is on offer. We have favorite toy, which is not a great one for this crew. Who's still alive? So our Plague Doctor is still alive. Legion is still alive. Rusty is still alive. T-Hunter is still alive. And we did name everyone. So Palone, Illustrious, Felice, and Bloodfang. Okay, so then let's see. So we have favorite toy, which I think belongs on the Crusader. We have max HP, which belongs on the Leper. Okay, so let's see. So Leper I think gets max HP. Crusader I think gets toy.
Ask for a moment in the
And then we have to ask ourselves if any of these are interesting for our... Like, let's go back and look. Like, we love crit. We love max HP. We love stress resist. We love death's door resist. We like additional damage. I don't know if any of these are actually of interest to us. Like, I don't love Father's Praise. I don't love Travel Healing. Mother's Comfort is, like, passable. But the Occultist doesn't really have a play in that domain. Like, they don't bleed themselves. They're not like the Hellion, who incidentally does not have bleed resist. That's a bit of a miss. Being able to spend candles to remove these would be good. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave these 2 empty for... Oh, wait, if I leave them empty, though, they get erased. Dang it. So we have to put something here for both of these. Combat start for you, Illustrious, isn't bad. But yeah, if we don't put something here, we lose the heroes. So we can become...
A memory of pleasure.
We can become more choosy later. So I'll put Father's Praise on you. 20% is so low, and then we'll do that. All right. But let's see. Then we do have candle spending opportunity. We have 4,000 candles, so we can probably afford to grab something. Thrilling Tablet. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, game. Just what I needed. Spore Grenade is fine. How about a Trinket Organizer here? Tanglemanac. And a Whittling Tool. All right, well, I think that's all we do here. So let's embark. Everything is still unlocked here.
The road calls once more to it.
And then we have to decide what we're going to do for a team. I kind of want to power level some of our weaker heroes. Where do we want to go, though? We've got 2 locked in.
Distinct and ill-lighted.
I mean, I guess maybe an Obsession run is the flavor of the day. Kind of a harsh re-entry into things, but if we end up losing 3 heroes or 2 heroes and making that work in Lustrous, this is going to be a dark day. I did do a backup of the save, so just in case we rage quit and take another 2-month hiatus.
The crossroads. Who will step forward into the light?
Okay, so the Duelist has nothing at the moment. They died on a different run. So let's see. So can I actually see Can I see memories in this screen? I don't think I can. Well, I can if I do this and then this. Oh, but it doesn't stay in the conditions mode. How well would Crusader, if we just did the same one that we did previously?
To know the abyss, one must embrace it.
Like, I don't think this is a great team.
Making peace with adversity is the very essence of existence.
Like, I don't think it's a bad team either. I think it's quite bad at librarianing. For the I boss. Hey, Spartan. Oh, for the I boss. We could also just take out some people that were not... Like, we don't have to create a full... You mean Bonk Vestal? Ugh. Bonk Vestal I have never had good luck with. And Support Crusader, I don't think... I don't think Crusader's coming out on this one. Like, I kind of like the idea of, like, Icon of Light Vestal. And then we could... I don't think we're bringing out... I don't think we're bringing out Sahar. I don't really like Sahar on Leper teams. So I think we'll chill on that. So we could... Like, a classic build... I don't know if I want Vestal either.
Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hand.
This gets us 2. Plague Doctor is a good addition to any team. We could go with Palone, Moth, Illustrious, and RC. RC looks like they were doing some stabbing before. RC looks like they're doing some stabbing. We'll probably make them an alchemist, though. Yeah, no worries. I'm rusty, but not that rusty. So we got that. Virtuoso, which one are you? Max health, max speed. Yeah, that is the one that I like. Is there any way we could work in any of our other... I mean, we could just go, like, bigger frontline and go here.
Metal and
Like...
man.
Like the Banneret, we wouldn't go Banneret,
Sword.
but there's something to be said for, like, Aggressor here, or Templar, and just, like, we just forgo... Actually, as a side note, I just realized this. Having mouse overs on affected skills would be such a good thing. So this changes Rallying Cry, which we don't really care about. But we can go with a pretty offensive team. This team is like... This team is pretty durable. We're going to be staying relatively in position. Which would mean maybe we do go Warlock Surgeon. Is that crazy? That could be fun. And then Templar. Do we like Templar? Templar is the less stress on combo. I don't think that's useful for us. Aggressor, potentially better. But you're going to be doing a lot of healing, I think. Your Reap is Execution 1. If burning. We don't really have a good burning synergy here. Okay. I kind of like this. So we got Aggressor... Poet, Aggressor, Surgeon, and Warlock. Hey, Rose! It's good to see you. Let's roll the dice on this. We're getting 2 people skills. So I don't think... Actually, we're getting 3 people skills. And I think this team is pretty competent. It is not great for the... It's okay for the Librarian. Because we'll have pretty big hits coming out of our Surgeon. Okay. We can probably also skip Indiscriminate Science since we have our Vestal for healing. But I'm not sure what we would pick up instead. Okay. Let's give it a go, though. Let's roll the dice. No update yet, Rose. No update yet. Well, I'm running Surgeon in Lustrous because I put RC in the 3 position. So we're running Surgeon with Plague Grenade as like in case we need it. But because I knew we were going to be putting Warlock in the back, relatively weak, I figured that was the way to go. We have pretty good starting items for rushing a Librarian.
The point of no return.
So I'm liking that idea, but I didn't check our occultist skills, so hopefully I didn't do anything too stupid. Oh, this game does feel good to play. It's been a minute. Oh, this game is pretty. It just is. Did we get you? Nope. But we have a very tanky front line. So if we can get the Crusader popping off a little bit, I think we'll be pretty happy. And Pallone is doing work. Doing the work of things. Oh, wait, you can't Incision rank 3. Oh. For some reason, I thought you could. Uh-oh. The rust is showing.
Early results are encouraging.
Our Warlock is going hard at the moment.
A petty hindrance.
I'm not sure we have time to get another stress heal. Impressive work. How did you get to go so fast? What did I do to deserve that? Ooh, this is a bit of a bummer. We'll get the Solemnity, but we're not going to be able to get a heal here, unfortunately. You're already dead, so we can do that.
A simple solution.
Oh, a speed token from Flame. Gotcha. Fish for crits, I guess. Show this guy the papers. This team has pretty good front and back line, so despite our leper taking some impressive early stress from fight number 1, hopefully we can rebound. Now, do I like what I have going on with you? No. Double stab is a little silly on a Warlock. There's a question of whether Malediction could be interesting. For now, I'll put weird, though. This game is beautiful, though. I have missed it, to be sure.
Here in summers of years gone to write.
Oh, and we have to pick all kinds of things, don't we? I like seeing smoke bombs. Where are we going?
The provinces and cantrevs of our land.
Alter currency 5 out of 4. That's weird. Maybe that's telling me my stacks. We do have the Tanglemanac. So we could go Tangle. Do we like Shambler's Eye? It's okay. But I'm always loath to skip the Sprawl. Maybe this is a Sprawl skip, though.
The next stop is
Since I don't think our team is fantastic for going to the Sprawl. We have really good consumables for going to the Sprawl. It's a decent trinket for the Occultist, for sure. I feel like we have a really good team for Larval Carrion Eater. So I'll grab that. The potential upshot of going to the Sprawl is just it's a little too good to pass up still, I feel like. Oh, Snappy Swig did get nerfed though, didn't it? That is something that happened. We don't have great items for the general. Yeah, so we have road gear is debuffs. We have debuff piercing for Tinkerer's gear. And more stagecoach items, more items on the road. We know the Shambler spawn. Crit for scouting gear, more baubles. Stress resist and positive relationship chance. Healing received. And random heals after locations. Generates the blood. On shuffle comps, does more damage, but you get slower. And food gear increases speed. And the more food you have, the more health you have. I think I'm gonna go Tangle. I actually think Tangle. What do we have to do for it? Hold on. Avoid the watchtower. Okay. And then what do we like here? I think we like Abyssal. Yeah, it's decent. I think we like Abyssal, and we probably like. Has Incision always been only Frontier ranks? I guess it has. I guess it has. We're going to be doing a lot of smiting, I suspect. Battle Heal gets a lot better, though, with the cooldown going down. Inspiring Cry does not get better. If you're our primary healer, I'm going to grab Battle Cry. Battle Heal. I think that opens up options for us. We have to actually equip the pet.
It cannot fight, but perhaps it can calm.
And then I think we save our money just in case we get offered anything. Food.
Spend what you can.
I'll get a couple cheap foods.
No longer has meaning, if indeed it ever did.
And then I picked up the bleed won't do any good, but the rest of this is pretty good for the general. All right, let's get going. We'll get to torches later when I remember how to play. But yeah, I think we're probably not going to make DD2 a full-time. Ooh, it's going to be an early general, it looks like. All right, well, we're not going to have a lot of time to dust ourselves off, it would appear. We'll do something like that. Probably should use the whetstone, but we'll save it for next time. We will surely be fine. Hey, Sam! Welcome on in. Cheeky oasis right off the cuff. Could be good. A little bit of stress recovery if we can get some mineral-rich spring water.
A refreshing commune unburdens the mind.
Ooh, we get the full deal, but it does hurt our relationship.
An unexpected find.
That's a good pickup. That's going to give us a lot of flexibility. I don't think I'm going to use it on the general. I think I'm going to use it after the general.
Is it not?
But we will see. We're also losing all of our armor right off the cuff here. We will probably get ambushed because I don't think I'm going to turn down the creature den unless we are viciously outmatched. All right. Any things we want to switch up here? Don't think so. All right. Pray for me.
Within every keep, A general and his loyal, lumbering guard. The fiend's strength dwindles.
Get absolutely roasted, please and thank you. Not much, Sam. We are back to an old classic. What more is there to say? Ooh, nice kill there. Was not expecting him to pull that one out. And then Khazar Cult Crusader is aggressor. This is a kill. But we can also potentially delay a little bit here. Oh, Sam. Where were you when I was playing it is the real question, Sam. He was in the sauna. This is a nasty comp. That's a pretty good start, though. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, the joke though, Sam, was where were you while we were working hard at Across the Obelisk? It is very much a bummer that we didn't get this guy roasted. You have 3 hit points. I don't really have a better way to kill this guy, unfortunately. So I think I have to do that. I don't want him to keep getting buffs. Nice crit there. Ooh, the slugger stun. Dang, not messing around, are we? And we landed the bleed on this guy? Ooh.
A brilliant conclusion.
Oh, the Unguard was probably not the play, if I'm being honest. Not to be overcritical of this fellow. We do have Execute 1 though, don't we? Wait, why did that not? Excuse me? But actually, excuse me? What happened there? This guy, oh, he wasn't burning anymore. I thought he was. I thought he was burning. I guess I just missed it. Either way, we'll get some recovery. Alright. Early Trinket Organizer is exciting. Nightmare's End is fine. Armory Key is not terrible. Especially if it comes with a disarming dagger. Alright, let's hope this doesn't go too terribly. It's been a while since I've fought the General.
Locked in a nightmare slumber. He is tortured by
We do have a good collection of of stuff. Do I burn you? I don't think I burn you. I think I just hit you. Well, let's see. So this is going to do 6 to 8 damage. This is going to do 6 damage. Yeah, no. I think we just go for the hack away at this fool. That's a bummer, though. His blight resist is pretty low, too. We don't want to hit the back rank quite yet, so we're going to chill for a second. We at least got that, but that's not... It's not great. Wow, we landed a bleed on this guy. He resisted the blight, and we landed a bleed. That is not normal. Do I want to push back all the growth? What are we at for speed? 4? I think we're okay.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
That's perfect. That's what we like to see. Although, is our leper fast? No, our leper's quite slow. I'm not going to push back here. So we'll just keep hacking away.
Awash in turmoil.
Okay, this is good.
The slow suffering begins.
That's the way we want it. Thank you for at least landing one of those. Really bad targeting on the soil stirs there. Do we push back all the way? Remind me on soil stirs. Or excuse me, on Waking Dead. Look at that, I said it correctly. I think dodge doesn't affect Waking Dead. So we could push back and blind. I think it does, though. I actually think it does. Yeah, let's be chilly here. When did we start being able to land? That's a bit of stress. That's a little annoying. The turn order is good, though, for us. The greed play is Inspiring Cry. I don't think we're there yet. Okay. Does Plague Doctor have resistance piercing? Yes. On combo, Incision has 30%, but that's still not, from my perspective, enough. Like, to be landing these bleeds this successfully? Because the Surgeon doesn't have any. So landing 3 bleeds in a row feels pretty impressive. But now we're good. So we could... I think health is less important here. With the position we're in right now, we have no stacks here. I'm going to try and get a bit of recovery in. Slight greed. We take a bit of stress if we do it this way. So if we heal, we take stress. I think our Plague Doctor being a little low is not the end of the world. So I'm gonna quick finish this. Oh, in fact we can do it this way. Oh no, because then he will cause stress. All right, so we do the rush down here. That's fine. I think that's okay.
In this weighty gloom.
But yeah, my recollection, and Trinket Organizer I'm very excited about. My recollection is that you could basically never land bleeds on the general, and you could basically always land blight. And basically the exact opposite I feel like happened there. We'll put key in this. This gives us 20% damage, and if we end up missing, it'll be a little unfortunate. For now, we'll put Grog here. And I think that's all our trinkets. But we can do a bit of recovery with these. Oh, and he gave us linseed oil. What a joke. I think we can do the creature den. Everybody wants to go to the sealed doorway. Denied. Request denied.
The coach's plating is spent. We are exposed. Sharpen your blades, that we may properly excise our...
Let's see. Did I switch anything in for that fight? Not really. What do your relationships look like? You're even Steven, so it doesn't really matter. +2 strength leads me to believe that it's all on Palone, which I couldn't care less about, but it is indeed.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Swing and a miss.
A brilliant conclusion.
Do we have Purge on our leper? We should, given just the way that... Well, we got the oozes, that's for sure. Goodbye, Spoders. Well, almost goodbye, Spoders, I guess. We do not have Purge currently.
A simple kind.
And I think if this guy eats, that's just life. Failing to kill that was a bummer. Because now I think the dot takes it. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to get some healing from the corpses. That was my thinking. Please clutch this. Thank you. That's what we're talking about.
Lenity. Grace. Small acts that drive back the darkness.
Ooh, did you do it? You did do it. Poet Solemnity. Oh, the joys. And then we're going into this next round strong with 2 crit tokens. Does this still ignores dodge? Okay. I mean, arguably maybe not optimal, but I think that was a pretty good way to play that.
Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Do I want to keep the... I actually kind of want to keep the corpse. Because we can farm some crit off it, and we're removing almost as much this way. The only disadvantage now is that we don't have Abyssal Artillery on 2 targets. But I don't think that's a huge deal. Tarantism is kind of a bummer, just because we don't have great front rank fixing.
For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Might as well do that to strip tokens. Indeed, Enden, indeed. Indeed. Was hoping we'd get the crit for a little stress healing. Great hit there.
Relief comes rarely in these times. Savor it.
The one thing, bleeding corpses going away is a bit of a bummer. We have 5% on both of these. It doesn't really matter.
A breakthrough.
I think it's a kill either way. Okay. Give me that bonus mastery. Oh, yeah. All right, and discount on trinkets means all the trinkets in the next inn are going to be free. So we have that going for us. I'm not too jazzed about an assistance encounter. I like the left-hand side there. Let's just hope we don't get an immediate ambush. And Bloodfang gets a little bit of stress healing off that. All right. Yeah, I would have taken a cash over an assistance encounter. Although I guess assistance encounters are better now because of candles, maybe? I think there have been some small balance changes.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well.
That seemed like... Ooh, combat start all allies behind. If first and... Okay. That's fine for Polone. Hopefully the thrilling tablet isn't going to come into play. The vintage collection. Ooh, give me that wine action.
Front, meant to prevent the cult's descent from the mountain.
I missed Darkest Dungeon. I didn't miss party wipes killing all my people, but... The rest of it I missed. Great hit there. Jeez. So if we greed Plague Grenade, we might get 2 kills. Or we might get none. We had a drummer. We had a drummer on the fight before the general. Was a bishop, drummer, and a knight. Yeah, we blew him up pretty post haste. I think this fight's pretty close to over. Let's keep the control game rolling for a second. We can Solemnity in a bit. Yeah. Occultists are good at removing the problem of drummers. This team is pretty adept at that. Really? We've been missing our breakpoints quite horrifically. Gosh. Our corpse breakpoints are horrifically bad. What's going on here?
Steady yourself.
There's a lot of healing available right now. This guy's probably pretty slow. So I'm gonna greed this a little bit. Yeah. Just get rid of the dot, and then we can Solemnity, and then this guy will die. Okay. I'm really excited about Kingdoms.
In this weighty gloom,
I think Kingdoms has like a huge potential to totally reinvigorate my my excitement about Darkest Dungeon. The concept of it just feels so much more in line with what I'm looking to do. And I also like the idea that it's potentially like a much longer playthrough. The advantage of it being a longer playthrough is that it will... Ooh, very nice. Little healing salve. It will, it'll line up better with my combat items or wine. Always wine. It'll line up better with my streaming schedule, I think. Now, Daredevil on you is not great. I would have been kind of excited for Illustrious to get Daredevil. Oh, that's right. You have Natural Swing. I think that's why we were playing you as an aspirant before. That makes sense. I think we're going to use all these. Pouch of Lie. -1 for each corpse cleared with this item. Pouch of Lie has gotten a bit of a glow up. I don't think we're going to need linseed oil anytime too soon. I mean, I think that it's a return to form a little bit, Enden. But I like the idea that I'll be able to play a couple of missions. You know, maybe do like 3 hours of DD and then switch over to something else. Right now, both Darkest Dungeon and The Last Spell are kind of in a peculiar place for me in that they're just long enough that it's hard for me to do a second game after them. And I like the idea of being able to do like a little Darkest Dungeon, like, you know, handful of like do a short dungeon or do long dungeons, kind of like original DD. All right, let's see. You two have a lot of good stuff going on. Yeah, you're already at 12. I think this is the way we'll play it. But yeah, I do miss OG DD a bit. I think our Plague Doctor has this guy. Well, that was incorrect. Wow, the low rolls really hurt us there. Hey, Omni. Or Oni Musha, I mean to say. Welcome on in. Technically speaking, we could do 3 hours, then save and quit. But doing a full run every time unless it's possible. Yeah, so I was thinking a lot about this in Lustrous, and I'm curious your thoughts. I think that it's a bad viewing experience. I'm doing well. I think it's a bad viewing experience when we kind of do partial runs. I think it's much preferable to do complete runs. Yeah, the run length, it's hard to get like a bite-sized, you know, snack of these games. They're fantastic games, but they just go on for a minute. Good stress resist there. Depends on the game. Yeah, for sure. But I miss games that are a little more episodic in nature. Followage, what would that command do? Onimusha, I'm always interested what commands I should be adding. So, if that's a command that you are used to, I'd be curious. Do we? I think we take our time. Let this guy hang out for a minute. Show the follow time for the viewer. Oh, interesting. That's a cool one. So if we lose 3 more, we're not going to be at the halfway point. So I think... What do we want to do? Actually, let's just remove the dot anyways. Like years, month, days. Got it. Oh, we can't do anything? I thought we'd be able to demon pull here. 50-50? Alright. This is looking like a clean one. We'll bonk him on the head for
A lesson taught is a lesson
that.
learned.
Is that something that is... Is that something that's provided directly by Twitch? That command?
Loathing abates.
I could switch Footman's Grog with that, with Bugle. Put that there for now. Maybe even... Yeah, maybe even do that. Should be part of something that's part of the stream elements bot. Okay. Good to know. Let's see, we can put this here. That gives us a slot. We can add a bot at some point. I know we've been talking about a variety of different ones. Like there's Nightbot, there's Stream Elements bot. That's a Streamlabs command? Okay. There's no reason not to have multiple commands either, right? You can have more than a couple. We should have put stuff in here before. I think I'll do this here. Corpse clear? I don't think we need corpse clear. Blind isn't going to do that much. Maybe I'll do this just to be on the safe side. I think at some point I disabled the Streamlabs bot, and I don't remember exactly why. I'm sure I had a good reason. Oh, man. The dots are not landing today, I swear.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
All right. Unfortunate, no alpha strike on any of those.
Measure out your violence.
I got info dumped when I tried to open fill commands list with mod view. Let's see. You're taking 3. You have 4. So if we could hit this, all right, that would have saved us some work. Double Nocturnal Commune is kind of a bummer. We don't have a lot of good ways to clear or anything. We can set up a weakness on one of these crits while also stripping something. We didn't get the weakness, unfortunately.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
No combo means I think we're just swinging for the fences here. Are we better off just stacking more dots? Probably not. The stress is coming. Just like winter. Yep. Okay, not that bad, actually. Wait, I can't act... This is forced invalid. Is it because I have an ability on my bar that could hit this if I wasn't out of position? I know enemies don't work that way. We're still extremely fine, but we've taken way too long to kill this altar. But that is Obsession's curse, for lack of a better description.
The enemy weakens and wanes. A righteous action.
I'll do a bit of healing now, I think, probably. I'm gonna let if I let that tick down, we get a bigger heal, I think. So we'll do that. We're fine. Oops, we die. I hope not. I hope not. If we died against a single one of these, I'd be sorely disappointed in our performance. That's a bummer, though. I'm definitely stalling a bit right now, admittedly.
Steady yourself.
Chain ambushes can get you pretty good too, right? I don't think you're getting any more. I don't think our Crusader is getting any more heals, so. I think we wanna delay a little bit here. Ooh, love that. Our leper, we're gonna hold off for a second here. So our leper is gonna take one more hit.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Okay, so unfortunately Solemnity is gonna fire now, so I'm just gonna clear it out. I was hoping that we would get a next turn, but this is fine. Better to end with our, well, we have a guaranteed crit here, but if we move, then we can't use it. So we'll just do it that way. Not ideal, but it's fine.
Obstacle in our path.
Can you use the backline ability when the front line is taunted? You cannot IDK, unfortunately. Ooh, misstep. Misstep with less healing received doesn't excite me too much. I think that's bad for our leper. Although it does cancel out on Solemnity, and having a leper with like 100 HP is pretty good.
At last, respite within reach.
Either way, this is a good region for us. Looks like we're gonna come out with like 5 mastery. I missed the snappy swig of yore. I will admit to that.
Come here in summers of years.
All right, and lustrous. Oh boy, it's the double quirk one. Okay. Light sensitive and slow handed are a bummer. Daredevil's okay. Kleptomaniac is annoying. Pillager fearing. That's a. Oof. The Vestal's Secret is a bit rough and tumble. We did avoid that, so we do have a new trinket for our occultist, although I don't know if I want it anymore. Let's see. Is this still... This lands on half our party. Big oof. Where are we going?
Everywhere in ruin.
Fieldstone.
Everywhere.
Crusader. Apply to attacker when hit. Radiant skills. It looks like we're going to the sluice, no matter what.
Abandoned waterways.
Now, if we decided to do this instead, puts you at 96 HP. I don't know that it's worth us doing right now. I probably won't get rid of it. Trinket Organizer is the biggest goodness that we've gotten here.
To survival is sharpened steel.
We do have 135 baubles.
The mountain will not be
At some point, we'll start filling out this grid. The grid has not yet been that exciting to me. I'll do one, and then we get one regen.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
And then Candles and Chocolate is a good pickup. What are our other options here? Okay. So we'll probably end up going to... We'll probably end up going to the Sprawl next time, because we get the Sluice reset. So let's figure out what are we doing here. So Bloodfang and Polone are where we start with the wine, I think. Get them up to 11. Our relationships are pretty bad. We can probably do one here. Pick up a Tippler. And then anybody else. Our lowest one is that 9 Bloodfang RC. And then I do have 2 Candles and Chocolate. Which our 10s are our worst right now. So we could do Bloodfang, Polone, and then Lustrous Polone. Okay. Those all kind of low rolled. Not knocking my socks off, but it's fine. We have these, but being blocked by Vicious. Who's our Vicious one? That's Bloodfang. It would probably have been Illustrious Bloodfang that I would have wanted to use it on. Everybody's kind of high neutral. Wine fixes all problems. It fixes a lot of problems, that's for sure. Do we care about a Clotting Poultice here? I don't think so, but we will toss that on. Whittling Tools do nothing. We'll toss that on you. I'm just trying to clear up a little space so that we don't go into the Sprawl completely overwhelmed. The problem with this trinket is that it no longer impacts Armory Key. And we don't have... I don't think we have an armor right now. I guess we could... We could do this. Put this here, because this is still good here for extra damage. The extra damage on the back line is so good right now. We'll eventually probably make that switch, but I don't think we're quite there yet. All right, I think we have enough space to do a sluice. So let's dole out some mastery.
However painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
Zealous seems like a kind of nice to have, not a incredible to have. Indiscriminate's pretty good. I don't think I mean, with the right trinkets, Plague Grenade becomes viable again. I don't know why I have Sacrificial Stab on at all. Yeah, Binding Shadows is just better. And in fact, we should grab Binding Shadows. Upgrade. Because it no longer moves you. So less competent in a shuffle comp, but better otherwise. And then maybe Magnesium Rain. I think we'll be using it fairly frequently. And then there's a temptation to go Burning Stars. Or we could go Solemnity just for that extra bit of stress healing, but I don't think we're in trouble stress-wise at all. So between Zealous and Burning Stars, and I think we're going to use Burning Stars occasionally, so I'll grab it. Okay, time for a cheeky sluice.